Camera rolling.
Action.
Hello, my name is Rainey here at Windsor Clyde Primary School. We are working with Cardiff University and the Responsible Innovation Network alongside Scrumptious Productions on a special project about social media.
We are creating a short film called The Life in Social Media. After a recent government report suggests that children our age are unprepared and facing a cliff edge with social media as we move into high school.
Over half of our class agreed they feared this cliff edge and felt anxious towards social media in the future.
While some studies suggest 75% of 10 to 12-year-olds have social media accounts, we found 97% of our year groups use social media. Some of us have over 10 accounts each.
What social media do you use and how long do you use it?
I use TikTok, Snapchat and Instagram, and I use it for about 3 to 4 hours.
So I use TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, tiny bit of Facebook, and I normally stay on like maybe 4, 5, 6 hours a day.
I use TikTok, Google, YouTube and everything else. I use it in 2 to 3 hours.
So I use TikTok, YouTube, Google, and I play PlayStation. I use them for about 3-4 hours.
I use TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and I usually use it for like 4 hours.
So I use TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Roblox, PS4, Google. I use loads and maximum of 1 hour.
I use Roblox, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Netflix, and I use it for about 6.5 hours.
How does social media make you feel?
Social media makes me feel happy and then sometimes like really stubborn if someone's being like mean on there.
Sometimes worried, sometimes a little happy. Sometimes happy, sometimes like sad.
Really depends. If I'm watching something sad, then I'm sad and depressed. But if there's something happy that makes me laugh, then I'm on top of the world.
It makes me feel fun and happy and sometimes sad.
Nervous, happy, thoughtful, and sometimes emotional.
In some ways it makes me happy and then some ways it makes me sad.
Sometimes worried, sometimes quite happy.
Why would you feel worried?
Because there's a lot of mean people and very scary stuff on social media.
And how would you sum up social media in one word?
Creative.
Fun.
Interesting.
Weird?
Chaos.
Wild.
When asked about support for using social media, 88% of our class said that they felt they would like more help and advice in our school and from our teachers. In order to understand and explore this better, we asked social media expert Emma some questions about social media.
How do you feel about social media?
Personally, I love social media. I think it's a world of opportunities for people. I know there's a lot of negativity attached to it, but I thoroughly believe the onus is on us to educate ourselves and the next generation and how we can use it properly to really harness all the great things that it has.
Do you have any advice for those being cyberbullied?
I think if you're being cyberbullied online, it's very important to speak up about it. You know, if you wouldn't put up with somebody bullying you in person, then by all means do not put up with it happening online. I think if you are being cyberbullied, report, block the person, use every means available on that social media platform to do so, but also speak to an adult, speak to somebody else, because if a problem's shared, a problem's halved, and we can tackle it together.
We also wanted to see the teacher's side of things and spoke to our deputy head teacher, Mr. Ellis.
How do you feel that your
students are spending most of their time on social media?
Well, to think that we're in primary school, it still is a bit of a concern for me. As I think some children think that is, at a young age, that is how they should be, what their friends say about them. And when they have an argument on the yard or they have a fallout on the yard, they can bring two people together and the children all know we listen to both sides, we work through it, and we sort conflict out there and then. My big concern is that things are said on social media, children can say things on social media that they feel they couldn't say face to face, and that worries me because that can affect my students and they don't need to tell anyone, it's something internal, and that can be quite concerning. So that concerns me for the future, how much time they spend on it and who's monitoring that and how can they be responsible. That is our responsibility as teachers in a school, but it's also parents' responsibility and everyone's responsibility. And I think technology is changing so quickly and social media moves on so quickly, I feel we're not catching up. And it just worries me that sometimes students are on it for too long. And it worries me what they see and how that makes them feel. So that is a concern as a teacher.
What's your message to anyone watching this who is struggling with social media? What's your advice to them to help achieve a happy and healthy relationship with social media?
Anyone, any age, know your security settings. Don't make yourself too vulnerable, because whatever you put out on the internet can be there forever. Always think, talk through before you post anything, because it's out there. And when it's out there, it could ruin lives. It could ruin your life. It could ruin someone else's life. So think before you ever put anything on social media.
Many of us can see the positive and sunny side of social media, using it in a fun and creative way.
But sometimes social media can also make us feel sad and anxious.
We work together with our classmates, teachers, friends and family to find out all the issues social media can create.
We interviewed and wrote questionnaires and read reports so we could think of solutions to the problems people face online.
While mean comments can sometimes make us feel sad, it is important to remember to ignore them and focus on doing what makes us happy and living a healthy digital life.
Cut.